Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Be Better podcast, and I'm your host, Oliver Bacassa. Now, I'm really excited to be sharing this very first episode with you because, again, it is the very first episode, and I'm excited to actually get to know you guys and to share my knowledge and to share my tips and to share my insight, to sharing information that will help you become the very best version of yourself. And so, look, since this is the very first episode, there's a couple things that I want to get over. And so it will be a shorter episode, a bit more condensed, because again, we want to make sure that you are understanding who I am, I understand who you are, and you know what this podcast will be all about. And so, yeah, it will be a shorter episode, but moving forward, it might be a little bit longer. So, without further ado, my name is Oliver Bacassa. I'm based in New Zealand. I have a talent acquisition and psychology background. That's the background that I come from. And I've been in talent acquisition for a number of years, or talent acquisition and recruitment for a number of years, almost 5 years. And I do love to travel. I travel as much as I can. I'm out there as much as I can. I travel around the world. I travel to quite a few places. And I think traveling is one of the very best ways to spend money. It's not only just about the money aspects of it, though. It's about knowing people, knowing different cultures, knowing how other people function, knowing how they see the world. That is, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. And so with my background, so I did psychology as well from the University of Waikato in Hamilton, New Zealand. And I did psychology, and I focused on HR and also human development as well. So as you can tell by my background, right? So I've done a lot of work within, people aspects. So working with people, working alongside people, or trying to improve people. So that's kind of how I've always been. I've always wanted to find solutions for people and to help them be better than who they are right now. And so even now with what I'm doing right now, so I'm consulting. So I have a consulting business. I do consulting for organizations to help improve their culture. And on the side of that, I'm a mindset and personal development coach as well. So yeah, it's always been something, that's within me, that, the need to help others has been strong for me, because I feel that, we all need to do our parts to become better, to become stronger, to become, better humans, full stop. And so you got to reach your greatest potential. And I think if I can help people reach their potential, then that's exactly what I'm looking for. That's the deal for me. So yeah, now in terms of this podcast and what I want to do moving forward. So with this podcast, I want to focus on a couple things, and one of which is mindset coaching. Now, mindset coaching, I don't know if many people are familiar with mindset coaching, but essentially it's helping you create the right frame of thoughts, the right mindset to achieve your goals. I guess that's one of the most simplest ways I can actually explain it and describe it. So if you want to be someone who's a go-getter, someone who goes after your goals, who achieves your goals, then you want to make sure that your mind is right. When your mind is right, your body's right. You can move forward. You can do what you need to do. That's what I focus on. The other thing to make note of too, though, is that mindset coaching is one aspect of it. So it's not just about the mindset, it's about action. And I, in particular, what I like to focus on is on two things. One is not just having the right mindset, but the abilities as well, right? So I want you to have the right abilities. I want you to have the ability to go out there and change, and you change your habits, because when you change your habits, then you're not just motivated for short term. It's not just like a quick period of time where you get the necessary information, necessary short term boost, and then a couple weeks later, a couple days later, you're back to square one. So I want to change abilities. I want you to change abilities so that you can feel better, longer, and you can make those lasting changes that will help you long term. That's kind of what I want to do. That's my focus. Now, the other thing I want to mention too is that I also am a strong advocate for working smart and not working hard. Now, let me make this a little bit clearer. When I say work smart, not hard, I'm not saying that working hard is not beneficial, right? Working hard is imperative to success. But the thing is, you don't just work hard 100% all the time and think that will gain you success. That's not how it works. You have to have the ability to work well with what you have and also think beyond that. Because how many people do we know? Let me give you an illustration. How many people do you and I know who work extremely hard day in, day out in a factory, or day in, day out on the roads? There's hundreds, millions, probably billions of people out there who do the exact same thing, working every single day as hard as they can. But how many of them are free and have the freedom and are happy with what they have? So look, if you want to be a boss, if you want to be this person who's greater than what you are right now, you have to think about working smart. Work hard, but work smart. Working smart will get you places. So that's the second thing I wanted to mention. Now, the third thing I want to mention, which I focus on, is my niche is actually mainly with entrepreneurs and solopreneurs. That's who I focus on. So I'm trying to help entrepreneurs and solopreneurs create the right mindset to be a better version of themselves. And that way they can manage their own business the right way. Because look at it, as an entrepreneur, it's a little bit different to a solopreneur. Because an entrepreneur, you can be out there, you can have, the same, I guess, similar goals to a solopreneur. But the only thing about an entrepreneur is over time, your business will grow. You might have, take on a few other people, you get better, etc., etc. You'll have support. You build a support system around you. Whereas when you're a solopreneur, it's a different story. It's a different landscape, right? So as a solopreneur, it's a different dynamic. So you are your own boss. You are the accounting team. You are customer service. You are sales. You are every single aspect of that business. And so as a solopreneur, you have so much pressure on your back. But here's the thing though, you don't have to have all that pressure just on your back alone, which is where I come in, which is why I think it's important to support people in those environments, people who have taken up this duty to be a solopreneur and an entrepreneur. And, I give solopreneurs so many credits because one, I am a solopreneur myself, but two, as a solopreneur, you are focused on making life for yourself. You've sort of stepped away from the conventional wisdom of working for a company for 30, 40, 50 years. You want to achieve your own freedom. And with freedom comes a price, though. Keep that in mind. Being a solopreneur is, if it's done right, if you are prepared, if you work well, if you work smart, if you work hard, if you work consistently, if you're innovative, and if you have the right support system around you, you will get better. You will achieve your goals. And I'm here to support you all the way. And so, like I said, that's what part of my coaching is. I help solopreneurs be better. I help entrepreneurs be better and manage their mindset, manage their productivity, limit burnout, limit stress. Not all stress is bad, but limit stress and effectively reach your potential for your business. So my tagline is unleashing your potential, empowering your success. That's my tagline. And that's what I want to do for you moving forward. So yeah, I've talked quite a bit about what I do. And so these are the kind of things that I'll be talking about. So that's my focus. And I'll be providing tips on how you can be better, how you can do better, how you can help yourself, help your business, help others, how you can network, how you can build your own brand as well. So it's quite a few things that I'm involving in this thing. So I think it's imperative to have these kind of conversations because, again, if you have someone else on your corner, then you'll be better. Then you'll feel stronger. Then you'll feel like you can take on a lot more. So yeah, look, that's kind of what I'll be discussing, what I'll be focusing on. There will be other things that I add on in future as well, but this is the start of the conversation. This is where we're going. So yeah, I think I've talked quite a bit today, and so I'm glad you could join me for this very first episode. I'm really excited to be out here. Now, look, I will be posting once every week, so there'll be a new episode once every week. And so at this stage, might be a little bit of a bummer, but I haven't really confirmed when exactly that day will be. But I'm looking at being either Saturday or Sunday, which is interesting because I want you to be focused away from everything else. That's what I'm looking at for Saturday or Sunday. So anyway, yeah, look, guys, I am so happy that you're joining me on this journey. And so, again, my name is Oliver. You'll be hearing from me quite a bit. And look, if you want to catch up with me, I'm also on Instagram. So Oliver B, as in OLIVERBE.coaching. That's my handle on Instagram. And so you can find me there. You can find me on my website, oliverb.com, OLIVERBE.com. And I post quite a few things on there, I post weekly letters that are motivational. So yeah, let's get on this journey and let's find success within yourself. Let's be great. Let's do great things. And we'll see you the very next time.